Hey guys, this video I'm going to be reviewing the Earth Prime comic canon crossover to the Arrowverse. This will be my review of issue number 4, which is Stargirl's issue. If you enjoyed the review, hit the like button down below, subscribe for new notifications, so let's get right into the review. Full, just heads up. I know this issue released like a month ago or whatever. I know the Flash issue and the last issue released like within the last 2 to 3 weeks. I am doing the Flash issue review Monday morning. As of right now, the point in time you guys should be seeing this when I'm uploading on Sunday night. The following Monday morning, I'll be doing my Flash review of the issue. And then Monday night, I'm not doing Supergirl and Lois promo breakdown because I don't really care to doing it. And I'm not really interested in it. I'll be doing the final issue review Monday night, and then we go back to regular scheduled videos with Supergirl and Lois finale review and Flash finale review Tuesday night for Supergirl and Lois, Wednesday night for Flash, and then we have a new video coming out Thursday reviewing the entire season 8 of Flash since it's ending. And we'll do one for Supergirl and Lois next Sunday as well. So just so you guys know what's coming up, and just so there's no confusion on anyone's end. Again, I know I'm late to this, but I just want to get these reviews out before Flash Season 8 finale, because this does, I think, tie into that on some level, and it'd just be hard to tie it into it if I'm doing it later. Hopefully that makes sense. So you're getting 3 videos in a span of 24 hours. So if you enjoy my content, good for you. If you don't, well, I'm sorry while you're watching. But yeah, let's get right into the review. So it opened up, again, this is Stargirl's issue, opened up with the Whitmore/Dugan family vacation starting off. They're at Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. Remember, this is on Earth 2. So this is the official crossover, the second time, where Stargirl's banking for them being the Arrowverse. First time is Jay Garrick and 219 at Stargirl. It's an amazing episode. I did a full review over it. John Woods was amazing. We all know that, but Stargirl is already part of the Arrowverse, but people don't like to admit that. So this comic was really a way to say, hey, it's a part of the Arrowverse, quit saying it's not. Court brought her suit and staff on vacation, or at least just her staff. Looked like she brought her suit, just in case something came up and she had on her. Court is texting, all the other new JSA members, her friends and all that, keeping them up to date on the vacation, how it's going. They mentioned they all miss her because, she's not there in Blue Valley. A mysterious person goes to Pat's garage to see him, but obviously he's on vacation, and the mysterious person said he would rather deal with Pat Dugan personally. The family was planning on going for a hike. No one really wanted to go for the hike, but Court did. So the family stays and Pat and Court go on the hike. Court brings Cosmo to staff as a quote-unquote walking stick, which is kind of funny. There's a lot of humor moments, especially in the Stargirl and Flash issue. I haven't looked at the last issue yet. I just know a few things thanks to Twitter and some people spoiling in the comments. But there was a lot of humor in these 2 comics that I'm glad they did that. I don't remember a lot about Batman and Superman Lois. I don't think I really cared for either of them, but it was really nice to see kind of that humor element in Stargirl and Flash being brought to the comics, especially with Bart and Nora in the Flash one, and then obviously Court and Pat in this comic. It was very funny and very good. So kudos to the writers of each respective show for bringing that aspect of the comics. Especially Stargirl writers, because, I'm sure they were just thrown at this like, what the hell do we do? Because Stargirl's not part of the last issue, I don't think. I don't know, we'll find out. I guess I'll find out tomorrow when I take notes on it, so. But nonetheless, Court and Pat come to a really beautiful view of a waterfall. Court mentions taking down Eclipso, meaning this is following the events of Season 2. Court is questioning whether the Crocs, who are their new neighbors, we found out at the end of Season 2, have actually changed, or if they're still evil. And Pat mentions that they have killed people, and it's really hard to say which way that will lead. Honestly, I think that's going to be a big factor in season 3, or at least in the beginning of it. Where is this storyline going? Are they going to be evil? They going to help Court out? Like, where is it going? We're going to find out in season 3. There's a hiking group with 1 man and 3 kids. Apparently they were lost. The kids were wondering what Court's staff was, because I've never seen anything like that. And asked if they can walk them back, because they wanted a badge, or like a part of a Boy Scouts or whatever group. They get badges, you should know that. It's common sense pretty much. But, yeah, they were trying to get a badge out of it, but the guy told the kids to keep on going. So Pat and Court kept going the other way, down the path, which is what they wanted to do. And there's like a corpse of an animal. I don't know what the kind of animal it was, but it was just on the ground. You could just see the bones. And Pat and Court had seemed like wander off the trail a little bit, like off the dirt path. And then that mysterious figure from earlier in the issue appears and said Pat was an old foe of his, meaning this is an old JSA villain. So I'm glad we're learning more about JSA in this. I do wish it was in live action. I said that in my past reviews. I do wish this was in live action. It would have been a lot cooler, but I think it was very well done in the comic as well. Again, it was the Stargirl writers who made this issue. Every respective show got their own respective show's writers doing it. Batwoman's, Legends, Supergirl, Lois, Flashes, Stargirl, so they all got their own respective writers from each show making these issues. I don't know about the final issue. It might have been, like, writers from each show. I don't know. Who knows? But it was very nice, instead of just getting random writers coming in and doing all this. Like, at least we got the legit writers from the legit shows doing these. I like that because it actually adds more to it, to me, at least. I don't know, but I'm glad it worked out well because of the Stargirl writers doing this. Pat doesn't remember him, but the mysterious person says his name is the Needle, which is a weird villain name, but... And then Pat kind of remembers him a little bit, and he said he doesn't want to fight Pat, he wants to thank him. And it shows a picture of the old JSA with Jay, the, Golden Age Flash RJ. And, did I say RJ? Our Jay. Guy Gardner, aka Green Lantern, which you already knew was a Green Lantern. And several other members of the old JSA. I think it was Starman. I couldn't really make it out. And Pat were both in the field stopping Needle. You can kind of tell it was him. Needle mentions how they were called the 7 Soldiers of Victory, even though there were 8 of them. And Pat mentions how he already told Pat this, and it was kind of weird. I don't remember if this was brought up in the show. I'm assuming it was. I just can't remember because it's been so long. But if it was, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it was, though. But nonetheless... then we go to another picture with Green Arrow, Arsenal, and others can be seen in a JSA flashback image. Now, this isn't the Arrowverse Green Arrow and, Arsenal. It's just straight out of the comics, like legit comics, DC Comics, Green Arrow, and Arsenal. Just saw a little bit from photos in the show when they were talking about the old JSA. They would show that, so it's very cool that we got that. Actually, like a full-on thing here of that, because it probably would never happen in live action. Although it would be nice to see that. The comic-accurate Green Arrow. I mean, I love Steven, but, seeing a comic-accurate Green Arrow in live action for the first time, that would be pretty cool. But no one would be better than Steven, we all know that. But, nonetheless... Needle was sent to prison after that. He spent years in prison, and towards the last years of his imprisonment, he spent working on himself. He became a better person, and he managed to find love when he got out. She never knew who he really was, because he wasn't that person, so he wanted to keep it from her, and they ended up getting married, and then she ended up passing a week ago at that point in time, whenever this comic took place. Needle wanted to thank Pat for giving him the opportunity to make meaning in his life. Then we go to a wild bear. Remember, this is in the woods. This is bound to happen. And it's about to push the 3 kids we saw from earlier off a cliff. Court distracts it with their staff while keeping a low profile from the kids. Because obviously, they were wondering what the hell it was. You show that, it's going to be like, what the hell? Especially for kids, they wouldn't shut up about it. I mean, normal kids wouldn't. Then Needle shoots like legit needles out of his fingers towards a bear, and it just pokes it. I was not gonna kill it, but it pokes it, distracts it enough, and then we find out the bear's protecting their cubs because they were nearby, and the bear thought the kids were gonna, go to the cubs, which is, classic bear, logic. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm being downstairs. This is what a bear does. So, but nonetheless, two of the kids got clear. One, the kid started to fall. Pat saved him, and then in doing so, he fell off the cliff. Court flew around, made sure the kids didn't see her, flew down, saved Pat, brought him back up, and the bear ended up leaving, and the kids went the other way as well. Needle mentions how much of a good hero Court is. Pat compliments Needle for turning his life around. Court and Pat continue down the path, and Needle heads to the exit where he, came in at with his car. Needle gets to his car, which is like a very old-fashioned car. It was like, you don't really see that now. It would have been very cool to see that in live action, but, I just thought it was kind of funny to see that. Obviously he is old, I mean, he's like, I don't know how old he is, but he's pretty damn old, so. But nonetheless, Needle gets to his car and Magog appears, the villain of the crossover, comic crossover. Magog tries to recruit Needle and mentions the Flash and his offspring, aka Bart and XS, and Needle thinks he's talking about Jay Garrick, because that's the Flash that he knows. But no, he's talking about Barry, and our Barry, and he's talking about, like I said already, Bart and XS. He didn't mention him by name, but, we all know he's talking about Barry and XS and Bart. And then Needle said the Flash is dead, or he is believed to be. And obviously he isn't, because that Jay is our Jay. Jay Garrick, that's in the JSA past, is on Earth Prime working with our Barry, let alone in the 820 episode, the season 8 finale of The Flash, he's in it. So yeah, he's not dead. But it's weird to think, I wonder if they're going to explain that in the show. Like, how do they think Jay died? Like, did he just vanish? Kind of funny, isn't it? Flash vanish in crisis. Maybe they'll say Jay vanish in crisis. Make a full circle here, But he didn't actually vanish. I guess he just got brought to Earth Prime or something, or Earth 3? I don't know. There's a whole loophole here because, well, no, Earth 3 would work. It just, the Zoom thing makes no sense because Jay never got taken by Zoom in this timeline, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll find out at one point, hopefully. So Needle ended up shooting needles at Magog, and they got stuck in his arm, but he didn't really, flinch or anything. It shows an image of Magog and Needle teaming up with Clayface and a few others, fighting Arrowverse heroes like Ray Palmer, Ryan Choi suited up as the Atom, which we saw Ryan Choi in the comic accurate items which we saw in this comic in Armageddon 804 of The Flash. So I wonder if that's why they brought that in, because they knew that the comic would. That's very interesting to think about. But then we saw Bart access Supergirl, which was surprising to see, Hawkman and Hawkgirl, Black Lightning, Batwoman, and Mia Queen as the Green Arrow, which I always loved seeing Mia. She's one of my favorites in the Arrowverse, next to just the fact that she got screwed over on a show. Kat did, at least. I always love seeing Mia. I wish she got more in Armageddon, but, Kat plays the character great. I know this wasn't live action, but you could really tell that on some level. I mean, it looked like Kat pretty damn well. So I was very happy to see Mia in that scene. Alongside Supergirl, because I was very surprised that she was in this. I would say it's not live action, but you get what I mean. Needle said he won't go because it won't honor the memory of his wife, which is what I was expecting to happen. Magog said he should kill him for refusing, but Magog let Needle go because he got exactly what he wanted, which was Needle's needle. Isn't that a tongue twister? Needle's needle. At least it wasn't Needle's needle got stuck in someone else's needle. I don't know what I just say. Needles Needle got, that's, I don't know if that's inappropriate. It shouldn't be inappropriate because I have a dirty mind apparently. I need to quit talking. Needles Needle. God, you know what I mean. Just, okay, anyways, Mad God got Needles Needle, which he can replicate to use Needle's powers and to make a full, powerful version of Needle. Somehow, some way, I'm assuming that's why. And then Magog leaves Earth 2, says that he doesn't need anything there, and he doesn't want anything to do with his heroes. And it shows a really good picture of Court flying over the woods, and then that's the end of the comic. It was a very good comic. It very much so fit Stargirl, like, you know. I wasn't expecting to really bring Stargirl into Earth Prime, because, you know, why would they? But I was kind of hoping that she'd join the fight, but at the same time, I kind of respect them for not bringing her through on Earth Prime, just because of the fact that, you know, she's on vacation, she just, you know, she's a teenager, we have to remember that. She's still going to high school and all that. And she's finally on vacation after stopping the Eclipso, like, she needs a break, you know what I mean? I think we're going to be seeing a little bit of that in season 3, where Court is, you know, dealing with, like, 20,000 different things going on. As a teenager, being a superhero, you know, you need that kind of break. So I kind of respect them for giving her this break and not throwing her into this whole new world for her with all these people that she's never met before, like Barry and Clark and Kara and all them. You know, I'm kind of glad we didn't get that, because then it saves opportunity for it to happen in live action. So yeah, that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this issue. I thought it's, like I said already, a very good issue. Very much so fits Stargirl. Again, due to the writers, I think it worked out very well. You guys enjoyed it, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, notifications on. Have a good day, have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.